All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about one of the biggest challenges out there. How do you turn all that website traffic you're working so hard for into actual, real-world results? We're going to get past just counting clicks and focus on what really matters: conversions.
So I want you to ask yourself this, and be honest. You're looking at your analytics, you see that line chart going up and to the right, and man, it feels good. But what is all that traffic really doing for you? Is it just a vanity metric that looks nice in a report, or is it actually growing your business?
Because here's the cold, hard truth. The average website conversion rate across every industry you can think of is just 3.3%. Think about that. For every 1,000 people who visit your site, a whopping 967 of them leave without doing the one thing you want them to do. That is a massive gap between traffic and results.
So in this explainer, we've put together a completely new playbook. We're going to start by tearing down the high traffic illusion. Then we'll nail down what quality traffic really is and show you how AI is the key to unlocking what your users truly want. After that, we'll walk through a new workflow, zero in on the most valuable traffic, and you'll walk away with a solid action plan.
You know, for years, the name of the game in SEO was just get more visitors. More eyeballs, more clicks, that's it. But that's a seriously outdated model. Chasing volume for the sake of volume is a flawed strategy because, as we just saw, almost none of those visitors are actually going to convert.
And you know what? This whole problem is getting even tougher. With AI-powered search engines giving people answers right on the results page, a lot of users get what they need without ever even clicking on a website. They're called zero-click searches. And what that means for us is that the traffic that does decide to click through, well, that traffic is more precious than ever. We have to make sure it's the right traffic.
So this new reality, it demands a major shift in strategy. We've got to stop chasing down every single click we can get and start focusing all our energy on attracting the right clicks. It's a complete flip from prioritizing volume to prioritizing value.
So what exactly do we mean by quality traffic? It's actually beautifully simple. It's traffic from people who look just like your ideal customer and are showing you clear signals that they're ready to either engage with you or flat out buy something. It's all about their intent, not the raw numbers.
And we can break that down even more. A quality visitor, well, they fit your buyer persona to a T. They're showing you they want to buy something based on how they search, and when they get to your site, they don't just leave right away. No, they dig in, they read, they click around, and funny enough, they usually find you using these really specific long search phrases, not the generic stuff.
Okay, this all sounds great, right? But how in the world do you actually find these people? How do you figure out what they're really thinking? Well, this is where AI becomes our secret weapon. AI can basically read between the lines of a search query to understand the real human motivation driving it.
And this right here shows the whole shift perfectly. The old way of thinking was obsessed with keywords, rankings, and traffic volume. But the new, AI-driven mindset, it's all about user intent, actual conversions, and the value you get from engagement. It's a total pivot from trying to please an algorithm to actually serving real customers.
And here's how that works in the real world. You don't have to chase dozens of different keyword variations anymore. Why? Because a smart AI model like Google's BERT, it understands the meaning behind the words. It just knows that someone searching for lightweight hiking boots for rocky trails has the exact same goal as someone searching for best boots for mountain trucking. They want to buy a certain kind of boot. The AI groups these by intent, not just by the specific words used. It's a game changer.
Okay, so we get the idea. Now let's get practical. How do you actually put all this into motion? Well, it all boils down to a clear, repeatable, step-by-step workflow.
Here it is. Step 1, you pull all your search and analytics data. 2, you use an AI model like BERT to group all those search queries by what the user actually intends to do. 3, you map those groups to your sales funnel, top, middle, or bottom of the funnel, to track where they are in their journey. 4, you use AI to create super targeted content briefs. 5, you keep an eye on engagement to see what's really hitting the mark. And finally, number 6, and this is so important, you feed your own conversion data back into the AI to make it even smarter over time.
The big takeaway here is that for every single focus area, there's a specific AI-powered action you can take. You're not just guessing anymore. You're using data to find those pages with tons of traffic but no engagement, and you're using your best customer data to make your AI even better at finding more people just like them.
Now, every part of the sales funnel is important, but let's be real. The magic happens right at the very end. So let's zoom in on mastering the bottom of the funnel, or BOFU, because this is where people are ready to make a decision.
BOFU keywords.
These are the absolute holy grail for conversion-focused SEO. These aren't searches from people who are just starting their research. Nope. These are phrases from people who pretty much have their wallets out already. They are actively looking to buy, and their search terms are screaming it from the rooftops.
And you can usually spot them by looking for these kinds of words. We call them modifiers. Words like versus when they're comparing products, or review, prices, discount, or the most obvious one of all, buy. When someone types one of those words into their search, they are signaling massive purchase intent.
So this gives us a really targeted playbook just for that BOFU traffic. You find these keyword phrases, you use BERT to group them, and you can even use AI to work backwards and figure out what search terms led people to your best converting pages. Then you can fine-tune your AI to write meta descriptions and calls to action that are perfectly matched to that ready-to-buy mindset.
So, to wrap this all up, what we're talking about here isn't just a tiny little tweak to your SEO strategy. It's a complete shift in your thinking. It's about moving your entire focus away from trying to please algorithms and towards serving the needs of your very best customers.
And if you remember one thing from this, let it be this. Stop building your SEO strategy for algorithms. Stop chasing rankings and vanity metrics. Start building it for your best customers. Figure out what they want, answer their questions, solve their problems, and the conversions, they'll take care of themselves.
So I'll just leave you with this final question to chew on. Take a hard look at your current strategy, your content, the metrics you obsess over. Is it all designed to win a game against some computer algorithm? Or is it truly built to attract, engage, and convert your ideal customers? The answer to that question will tell you everything you need to know.